Hello, I'm Tana, and this is my partner Danielle, and we will be addressing the negative side of the position that the affirmative side takes, that voter ID laws should be in place. The affirmative side brings up the fact that we need voter ID laws because of fraud. And I would like to address this by claiming that fraud is very exaggerated by the Republican side. So according to John Wasik of Forbes magazine, he says that Justin Levitt of the New York University Law School concludes that allegations of widespread voter fraud is greatly exaggerated. And according to the Daily Beast, there's actually a huge increase of Republican states that are going to, that once a Republican is voted in, they're actually in this huge rush to push these voter ID laws. And this is, the motive behind that is to suppress the African American voters within their states. And according to the Huffington Post, in Kansas, which is when the Republican candidate was voted in, there was a 2% less voter turnout than in the other states that didn't have the laws, and a 2 to 3% increase of no voter turnout in Tennessee as well. So these are very exaggerated. These claims of fraud are very exaggerated by the Republican Party. Another issue with this fraud claim is that it almost doesn't exist. So according to John Wasik of Forbes magazine, again, he says that large-scale voter fraud is nearly non-existent. And The Week magazine published a report by the Loyola Law School in Los Angeles that discovered 31 actual instances of voter fraud among 1 billion ballots casted in the U.S. in the year 2000. And also according to The Week, in 2007, a 5-year Justice Department review found virtually no proof of organized attempts to skew elections. So that's my next point, that the fraud is basically non-existent. And my final point concerning fraud is that it's baseless and that it is very hard to penalize. So according to John Wasik, again of Forbes magazine, he explains that among all of the allegations of voter fraud, the types of individual voter fraud supposedly targeted by recent legislation efforts simply does not exist. And then according to Ronald Bailey of Reason.com, he says that the Government Accountability Office report found data on voter fraud, that there was no apparent cases of in-person voter fraud charged by the Department of Justice in 2004 or by the U.S. Attorney's Office anywhere in the United States. So no one's catching in-person voter fraud. And therefore, because they're not being caught, they can't be penalized for it. And there's actually been, in a New York Times analysis in 2007, of all of the accused voter fraud issues, many of them were actually due to a misunderstanding in voter eligibility, as opposed to people intentionally going in to do fraudulent voting. My opponents also said that the people who are voting, who have all of their who don't have their documentation are less likely to vote. However, according to the according to the New York Times analysis of 2007, there was 10% of the voters who were eligible to vote. There was 10% that was not eligible to vote. Another point that the opponent brought up was that voter fraud can impact the results of an election. And the voter fraud that does exist is in absentee ballots. And according to Philip Bump of the Washington Post, he says that in August, Justin Levitt, a professor at Loyola University, said that there was 31 instances of documented in-person voter fraud, and the results was 24 voters that would have changed the election. And in almost no elections would 24 voters make a significant difference to the results.